Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you how I created this makeup look, and I used all of the drugstore makeups that I got from my recent drugstore makeup haul. So if you haven't checked that video out, I'll be putting a link in my description down below, so check it out. And if you want to see how I got this look and also share my first impressions of using all of the drugstore makeup products, just keep on watching. So first of all, I'm starting with priming my lips with Maybelline Baby Lips Moisturizing Lip Balm. So first of all, what I like about this moisturizing lip balm is that it does hydrate your lips. You can feel the hydration right away. What I didn't kind of like, because it was like this pink color, I still have dryness on my bottom lips even though I just exfoliated my lips. I feel like this lip balm gets in all those like dryness and all of those wrinkles on your lips. So if you have that, it can be like sitting there for a little bit and you can see that color on your lips. In a couple of minutes, it just dissolves and you're not able to see any more color. So this is what I kind of like. So far, love it. I love the smell. I like the hydration, but let's see if it will last up to 8 hours as they claim. And now I'm moving into my eyes. As you can see, I already did my brows. I just carved my brows, but I have not applied any concealer into my eyelids. So now I'm taking Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in a shade 20 Sand. And even though I already have used this concealer before, I usually use shade 15, which was way lighter. That's why I decided to go in and pick up more darker shade. I really love this concealer so much. This is actually my favorite drugstore concealer. It has amazing coverage, it blends out beautifully, and it also stays for a long time. So if you're in a hunt for a drugstore concealer, I highly recommend this one. So today I'll be using eyeshadow palette from Revolution. It is Neutrals versus Neutrals, and I start with a shade called Bias. And I'm using Morphe & Jaclyn Hill brush number GH33. So I just use this first shade to set up my concealer. And next I'm going to take this shade which is called Trend, which is a more brownish shade. I'm gonna use the same brush. So I can say that this eyeshadow didn't really have much of a fallout. I barely see any, and also they blended out beautifully, and I do like the color payoff. So far so good. And now I'm taking this more darker browny shade which is called Custom, and I'm gonna use the same brush. So I'm gonna mostly concentrate it into my outer corner and a little bit blend it into the center of my crease. And now I'm gonna take a little bit of a shade Trend that we used before, and I'm just gonna be blending it in my crease so I can still see this beautiful warm brown shade. So today I decided to try out NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm gonna be using one of the pigments that I picked up. So this is a Shimmer Down pigment in a shade Platinum. So now I'm taking NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm also using Morphe & Jaclyn Hill brush number GH41, and I'll be just cutting my crease with this primer, and then I'll be adding a pigment Platinum on top. And now I'm just taking this brush and dabbing it into this pigment. I'm not adding anything more, and I will be applying this pigment into my eyelid. So as you can see, this pigment did have a fallout, which is what you can expect from loose pigments or glitters. But I can tell you there is nothing more beautiful that I have ever used. Usually I go with the glitters, but now after using this pigment with so much shimmer in it, like you can see it on my eyes, it just transformed my look so much. I like it so much. I definitely will be looking into more of those shimmer down pigments from NYX, because now I'm completely obsessed with them. And now I'll be taking this shade Strong from the palette. So it has a little bit of a glitter in it. It also has a bit of shift of a purple. So I want to use it to my outer corner and smoke it out a little bit. So I think this will be a very beautiful transition between those two shades. And I'll be using the same GH33 brush that we used in the beginning. And now I'm going back with the brush that we used for that pigment, not adding any more on top, and I'll be just blending out the edges between my cut crease and also that dark eyeshadow into my outer corner. As you can see, because I didn't use any glitter primer underneath this pigment right now, it created this gorgeous shield of a pigment, and you can kind of still see the dark eyeshadow underneath, but on top there is a little bit hint of that platinum pigment. pigment. So now I will be sharing my first impressions of this NYX Glitter Primer and also this NYX Shimmer Down Pigment in the shade Platinum. I just fall in love with the two products. So I usually use Too Faced Glitter Primer, and this is a very great budget-friendly drugstore alternative to that primer. I didn't have any problem with using it, absolutely love it, and I for sure will be picking up this primer going on. So as for this Shimmer Down pigment from NYX in the shade Platinum, you already saw me fall in love with this pigment. I think it's so gorgeous and so stunning. I cannot wait actually to see what other shades they have. And now I'm moving into my face, and first of all I'll be testing out and trying out the new products that I picked up, and this one is from Maybelline. It is a Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Primer. So I got this shade Tan Clear. And as you can see, it's really clear and it's like a gel texture. I'm just applying it with my fingers all over my face. Usually I just use this type of primers only in my T-zone, and I use hydrating primers all over my face, but I wanted to test it out. So my first impression after I just applied, my skin feels so smooth. It kind of has that velvety texture on my skin. So far I really like when I apply it to my skin. Now let's see how it will perform after I add foundation on top. And I'll be testing out foundation from Maybelline. It is Fit Me Hydrate and Smooth Foundation in the shade 230 Natural Buff. So I already used this foundation before. I really love it. I just pick up another shade that is more closer to my skin tone right now. And I will be using Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush GH03, and this is my favorite foundation brush. The only thing that I don't like in this foundation that it doesn't come with a pump, so sometimes you use a bit more than you actually wanted to use. So now I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in a shade 20, and I'll be using it to highlight my face. I'm applying it under my eyes, to the center of my nose, to my forehead, between my brows, to my chin and above my upper lip. And then I'm taking Revolution The One Sculpt Contour Stick that I'll be using as my cream contour today. I really feel that it is very creamy and it was applied very beautifully. The only problem so far is whenever I was doing cream contouring of my nose, I feel it was not that easy to use and apply it to my nose, so I would recommend to use a brush instead of applying it just from the stick itself. So now let's see how this will be blending out. And first of all, I'll be blending out my concealer with a wet beauty blender, and after that I'll be blending out my contouring. You can also do this step and blend everything out with a brush. If you are using beauty sponge, make sure that you wet it under running water, then squeeze all the water and then squeeze it again in paper towel, so it is damp, not dry and not soaking wet. And also when you are blending, press product in your skin, do not wipe it off. I feel that it blends out beautifully. I'm really impressed with the shade. I feel like it works for me, and I'm also impressed how creamy this was and how easy it was to blend it out. So let's also see how much product we get. I can say pretty much. And the next product that I will be testing out is this butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. The shade that I picked up is Sunkissed Bronzer. So it came with this applicator to apply it, so let's test it out and use actually it to apply my bronzer. Oh my god, it smells so good. It smells like coconuts and I absolutely love it. Next time I want to use brush to apply and also blend out this bronzer. And now I'll be taking brush by Morphe and Jaclyn Hill GH5 and I'll be blending out this bronzer. So far I do like it. I think it gives you gorgeous bronze look. It is not as creamy and it wasn't as easy to blend as that contour stick from Revolution, but still I need to test it out more, try it out with different brushes and sponges and to see what's the best way to use this. So if you already use this one, let me know which method of application and also blending out do you prefer. And because I didn't pick up any new powder, I'll be using this one from Maybelline in the shade 130 to set up my under eye and also my entire makeup. So first of all, I use Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush GH07 and then I use Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush GH01 to set up my entire face. And another product that I will be testing out today, which is a little bit scary, it is Bronze Booster by Physicians Formula, and the shades that I got is from light to medium. And you can see that it is very gorgeous, but I'm kind of a little bit scary of using anything like shimmery to my face. So let's see what effect it will give. And I'll be using Morphe & Jaclyn Hill GH05 brush. I think I love it. So I actually really like this product. I think it was even more interesting and I like it even more than butter bronzers that I used before. So as you can see, it does gives you a bronze look and it also gives you a little bit of that glow, but it's not really like glitter on top. So it looks like a beautiful glowing skin. I really love it. I was so scared to use it, but as you can see, it gives me beautiful effect to my skin. And now let's finish my eyes and go back to the Revolution eyeshadow palette. And I'll be using this shade for my under eyes and then smoking it out a little bit with this shade. And for applying and blending out, I'll be using Morphe & Jaclyn Hill brush number GH40. I really like to use this brush under my under eyes or if I need precision blending. Second shade I'm adding only to my outer corner. So next I want to try out this kit from E.L.F. It is Radiant Eye 5 eyeliners. So I want to use this one in my waterline and see how it will perform. I do like that they came with the sharpener. I would say so this one gives more like a shimmery effect. It not like really white, which what I was expecting. And also it has a tiny bit of glitter that I actually see underneath my eye. I actually don't see that it did much rather than irritated my eyes. Not really a fan of this pencil at all. So I actually will be taking out my Sephora pencil and this one is an Infinite Beige. I'll be just applying it in my waterline. So next product that I will be testing out is NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner. So it is in shade black. So I already was using this liner before. I love it so much. This is actually my current favorite eyeliner. So I also decided to take this black pencil and give it another try and just apply it underneath my lower lashes. Not a big fan. It didn't apply creamily, it was very hard to apply, and maybe it is because of those tiny little glitters in them. So far I'm not actually love it. I'm kind of disappointed in this purchase. And today I'll be using Doda lashes. They are very affordable and because I didn't pick up any new ones, I'll be using this one. So this one is in a style D105 and I am actually an affiliate with them. So if you want to save some money, you can use my coupon code. So it is in description down below and also I'll be putting it right here on a screen. And you don't have to use that coupon code, and just to let you know, if you will be using, you can save money and I'll be also getting a small commission of you using that coupon. But you don't have to use that one, and this is just my favorite affordable lashes. So you can see how gorgeous they are. I'm using tweezers to apply my false lashes and then my fingers to make sure that they are blended with my real lashes and also pressing them to my eyes. So next product that I'm testing out is this mascara from L'Oreal, and this is Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara in 335. And just look how it just matches my nails. I love it. So this is how the wand looks like. And I found out about this mascara from Makeup by Mario whenever I was attending one of his master classes, who is a Kim Kardashian makeup artist. I actually was very curious, so I picked it up and decided to test it out. And because I didn't pick up new blush, I'm gonna use the one that I already have. And this one is by Milani. So this is a baked blush in a shade 5 Luminoso. And I'll be using brush from Morphe & Jaclyn Hill GH04. Okay, we're almost done. So now it's time for a highlighter. Yay! So this is the two highlighters that I'll be testing out today. So first of all, it is the one by Revolution in a shade Champagne. So this is the liquid highlighter. And another one is by Maybelline. It is the Master Chrome in a shade 100 Malted Gold. So I applied a little bit, just one drop to my beauty blender, and I'll be going on top of my cheekbones. I'm applying and blending out highlighter with a sponge, but you can also just use your fingers. You can add more layers to make it more intense, but I'll be adding powder highlight on top. And you can see that this highlighter added a gorgeous glow to my skin. I blended it out with my beauty blender, so it will not be that intense, but you can add more and have blinded highlight. I think this is a gorgeous dupe for Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drop. drops. Also on top, I'll be just applying my Maybelline highlighter because I want to make it very popping. Like, oh my god, look at this shade. It is so gorgeous. So I'll be taking out Morphe & 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾 09 brush to apply it. As always, I'll be applying it first with a dry brush, and then I'm gonna spray my Fix Plus from MAC, and I'll add one more layer with a wet brush. Oh my god, can you see this? This highlighter is blinding. This is 100% my favorite drugstore highlighter. You can see that even with a dry application, it was so gorgeous, but whenever I added Fix Plus and just applied a little bit on top of my cheekbones, it's so blinding. Obsessed with this highlighter. And now I'll be taking out everything that I have on my lips and we'll be moving on into lips. And for my lips today, I'll be using this combo. So I pick up NYX Lingerie in the shade 22 Silk Indulgent. And I'll also be using this lip liner from Maybelline. It is a Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner, and it is in the shade 130 Dusty Rose. And first I'm lining my lips with Dusty Rose lip liner. Formula is super creamy and I like this shade. Then I'm applying NYX Lingerie. I do not like it right away. This is a creamy lipstick and I do not like velvet or creamy liquid lipsticks, as they kind of wipe away themselves upon application. I also didn't like this shade with this makeup look. I don't like this at all, so I'm gonna actually use another lipstick. I'm gonna wipe everything off. For my lips today, I'll be using this combo. First of all, I'll be going with Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in the shade 110 Purely Nude. And then on top, I'll be applying NYX Cosmetics Lip Cream in the shade 16 Crystallized Metal. Today I just have a bad lipstick day. My lip liner broke, but I do like this shade. After I line my lips, I slightly fill them in with this liner. Then I'm applying NYX Cosmetics, and this shade Crystallized Metal looks stunning with this makeup look. And I do like this formula way better. It gives beautiful shine and it is so pigmented, and it also not too sticky on my lips. And today I'll be testing out and using this setting spray from L'Oreal. It is Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender Setting Spray. So I'll be just setting up my entire face with this spray. So now I want to share my final review of all of the products that I picked up. So first of all, I liked all of the products except two. So I didn't like these two products, so this NYX Lingerie lipstick, but I'm gonna give it another try. And I definitely didn't like any of these eye pencils, so I'm not really a huge fan of them, so it didn't perform to my expectations. So as for the setting spray, it makes my makeup actually last. So it creates kind of like a shield on your makeup, so if you have some imperfections underneath, like let's say a little bit of mascara fall down over here, it's gonna be kind of like a shield on top. So make sure that you have nothing wrong with your makeup before spraying it out. So it does make your makeup last. It doesn't feel like tacky or greasy or anything. I love it so much. Also, this lip balm, I wasn't really a huge fan of it. So it was very hydrating at first, but it didn't actually last me 8 hours. So until I was done with the makeup, when I was already kind of wiping my lips, I already was feeling that they become a little bit dry. And I wasn't even outside, I was just sitting here filming my makeup tutorial. So not a big fan of this. All of the products I really like, and I cannot wait to test them out more, try them out and see how they perform, and let's see which products will actually make it to my most favorite beauty products of the year video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you like this smoky eye makeup look. Don't forget to check out my drugstore makeup haul, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!